Good evening, lords and ladies. DJ Craigie, live with my amazing co-host, Infernal Ming Chao Clementine Wu, with our special guest, newly appointed Infernal Maria Dragon Laborski. Welcome and congratulations on the newly appointed Infernal tag.
Thank you very much, Lord Infernal Craig and Lady Infernal Ming.
Congratulations, Infernal Maria. We're excited for you.
So we're here today to talk about the awesome Ushers Guild that you are now in charge of. So why don't you tell us a little about that and what services you offer?
Well, I'll offer a quick history. Originally, we were founded as a tour service for the Grave Designs Sims. But as we progressed, we realized there wasn't enough traffic to be running tours, and the interest wasn't 100% there. It was hit and miss. So we started expanding our services into a help service. This quickly became somewhat instructional as we were helping people learn how to use the Resire device, the potency transfer devices, blood bank, and all the other facilities available at Grave Designs. And it didn't take too long for us to become more well-known for that.
Well,
right now, the Ushers is beginning to expand into roleplay and getting a little bit more material help shortly.
That
really
sounds
awesome.
Amazing.
Because I know how complicated that darn potency apparatus is, I gotta say. My first time with that, jeez, I'll tell ya.
It's difficult to find your way around those underground caverns as well, down to the different places like Arch Conclave meetings and stuff like that. So it's a very valuable, useful service you guys provide.
We also are providing the welcoming services for pretty much every progeny event. I'm trying to build a bridge so that we can have a usher available during ravages to help people to the arena, as well as
that would be fantastic.
As well as, we're working on a little idea for an usher sentry, but not really a security person as per se, more a person during arch conclaves to guide the interested or curious people away so they're not within local hearing range.
Yeah,
so we know
makes
that
sense.
Conclave absolutely must have their privacy, right?
Absolutely.
But we can answer any questions about what the Conclave does, and at the same time, raise some of those curiosities.
I think that's very useful. That's fantastic.
Well, especially with those meetings, because, like you said, a lot of people will try to get in and listen in, and sensitive stuff there. So that makes.
And they are our progenitors, so we must show them that respect and decency. So it's sort of a role play way to assist them. We're also working on an idea for a usher courier service, which would be available to every line. So if suppose a sovereign up wanted to speak with a sovereign from Church Horngold, but in a role-play capacity, they could create a message where a usher would deliver the message as a courier to any degree. Could read it out loud, could just hand it personally over. There may be stipulations within the role-play, like created by both people in agreement before, that maybe they want some of this information that's being transferred to be leaked, or to have the usher seen in several places trying to find the recipient. It's another way to advance roleplay and create a little bit more interest in roleplay and progeny.
What a great idea that is.
That's super cool, actually. I like how it will also enable more people who don't exactly know each other, for example, to use the service to be able to communicate. I mean, that's...
Amazing, like a raven taking a message. I love it.
It's exactly. We would be the impartial ravens delivering the message. And remember, folks, don't shoot the messenger.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Don't pluck its wings, neither.
I like how you use the raven analogy, Infernal Ming, because I totally had that thought in my head.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great idea.
And I also hear that you're looking for more ushers, and from all angles of Progeny. Like, if you're interested in being an usher, definitely contact Infernal Maria, or myself, or Infernal Ming, because, you know, it won't hurt. She can get you an application right away.
Yeah, so what's the process for that, Infernal Maria? Like, what are you looking for as far as in Usher? What qualities, characteristics would you like to see, like age,
I'm willing to take,
or lycanthrope, and what's the process?
willing to take on, well, first, lycanthrope or vampire is either are wonderful, and I encourage the lycanthropes to take part. Age, if you are a senior mature and have begun to understand Progeny, because we all know it's a process when we start out.
Definitely.
And, you know, the ushers can teach you pretty much what you need to know and say. But I am looking for more people who are Princeps level or House Officer level and above, because that leadership quality is very important in a person who's going to be dealing with the public. And
knowledgeable as well.
also, we're open to everybody from every bloodline, because to me it's a truly important thing that we have a balance and equal representation of every line so that we can remain impartial. You have to have a balance of staff, and that way also we get to hear firsthand everybody's opinion is and can have a better.
Well, and it also allows people from each bloodline to contact their, say, representative and, you know, find out more information or give some information.
Certainly, if you were a Blackburn and you're feeling a little nervous about not being able to get the Restar device to work because you're getting lost in it, it might be more comfortable to call a Blackburn up and have them walk through it.
Yeah, definitely. Then have to ask for, say, an example, an enemy, or even just somebody you don't know for help. I know how frustrating that can be.
But I would like to stress that when you're an usher, you're an usher. During the period of time you're on duty, we don't acknowledge bloodlines, and there are no enemies. Right? We're here for Progeny and the community of Progeny, and that's our first mandate. Everything else aside, if I'm off duty, go to Voice Island and I bite somebody and we're playing around, that has nothing to do with the usher service. That's just being a little playful and having some fun outside of work.
Why? So separate the duties, the roles, and don't take it personal.
Exactly.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, too, especially since I'm sure more of the, we'll say, seasoned players will be more well-known, right?
Seasoned? What kind of seasoning are we using on them, Infernal Craig?
Infernal Craig tends to use hot sauce when he's in a
yeah.
Well,
he'll
He's hot, all right.
just walk up and dump the bottle over you and start biting, so it's alright.
well, exactly. I was curious, Infernal Maria, where would one find an application, for example, if we're not online? Is there a kiosk available yet for, like, an application, or, like, where one can send a note card with a question, or?
Yes, there is.
Or a main hub you guys have on the Progeny Sim, or?
Yep, we have a application box at the Escher sign, which is right at the landing area at Progeny Castle. And we have another on my desk in the usher's office, which is down the corridor 30 meters, turn left, take your first right into the office, and have a look around. It's actually a cute little office.
Oh, I'd love to go and see that. And how many ushers do you guys currently have working for you?
That's a good question, because we have been recruiting actively. Currently we have about 20 ushers on hand.
Wow, that's a good sized team.
Some of them are on active leave right now due to the Corvinus 18 or 19.
Yes. Yeah.
Some of them are still working. We're doing our best to compensate for real life. But we're actually looking to build this team to 50 staff.
Wow, that's a fantastic goal.
Yeah, we just want to be able to cover everything. And because there's multiple events at the same time often and whatnot, having the extra staff is good. And when the role play begins, I'm sure it will get very busy.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and having the people there for the events as well is a really good thing. Even for promotion of the event, helping people out if they need landmarks and how to get there and what they're to do, and it's a really good. There's nothing bad to say about promotion in that sense.
Well, for sure, that last, the 10-year anniversary of Progeny, the ball that we had, I can get lost in a fishbowl in front of Maria. So there was an usher there, and they're like, "Oh, I'll take you up, Lady Ming." So I was very thankful because they were able to take me right up to where I needed to go. Yeah, and I know for the Ravage, they help them get down because that's confusing as well, how to get to the arena from the main landing point. So, I mean, it really is a useful service to the community. You guys are doing some great work.
I think you had the pleasure of meeting my SL son, Dodgy DB May.
Yes! Yes, I did.
DB.
He's amazing.
Oh, he's quite the gentleman, ladies.
Yeah, he helped me. I was very thankful, so.
Well, that's great, because, I mean, I'm the same way. I could get lost in a fishbowl. It's like...
Oh, there's two beta fishes swimming around in a bowl. Wouldn't that be great, Craig?
Oh, watch it, Craig. She's gonna tear you up.
I know, I was getting nervous. It's like, okay, hide the fins.
Oh, you guys understood that joke, huh?
Oh, I gotcha. So, as, also, you are now an Infernal under the Awesome Diabolic Domino, correct?
Yes, I am. Lady Antonia is project supervisor, as far as the ushers, the oversight of the ushers above me. She works with Diabolic Dom on it, because we're also an educational institution. It was felt that leader in that. So, I'm very happy to be serving Diabolic Domino.
Yes, me too. It's quite the honor, and just want to say again, congratulations, because, you know, you work very hard for the community, and that's what it's about. And I gotta say, if any of y'all are interested, please make sure you look one of us up, or come grab an application, because good to see the Ushers Guild, and with the museum growing and more classes being offered every day.
Expand your horizons, everyone.
Yes, for sure.
Just what you...
So, and also, I actually work under Diabolic Porthenia as a magazine creative director. So even though I help with other guilds and stuff, that's my duty is actually the magazine. And we would like to offer to you, Lady Maria, I want to interview you for the next magazine. If you will do me that honor, do us that honor. We'd like to learn more about the Usher service. In a formal interview, and have some photographs of, you know, your ushers, and just get a little bit more detail than what we did here today.
Oh, of course, it would be my pleasure.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Very excited about your Ushers Guild.
Everybody there to build it. I'm sure, especially now, since I have way more time, I get where I can, so...
I would like to mention that pretty much my right hand right now in the ushers is Lady Coco.
Oh, she's sweet, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, we've seen her a lot at the Ravage. She comes to help people a lot.
She's quite the person and a highly skilled administrator. So, if you can't get a hold of me, just send her.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. So, Lady Maria, then, do you have any other final parting words about the Ushers Guild, or anything you'd like to tell the community?
Don't be afraid to contact an usher, even if you're off sim and you just have a question. A lot of times we can just direct you to the person with the right answer for the question. If we can't answer it ourselves, but we're always happy to help in any way.
Well, and, it can't hurt to ask, right? So...
There's no such thing as a silly question. So...
We all start somewhere.
And like I said, if we don't know the answer, we can direct you to somebody who does.
Well, definitely. And we, as Infernals, are always around to help. And like I said, make sure you get in touch with Infernal Maria if you want to help out and be an usher yourself. If you know the community that well, it'd be a great way to learn. And
that's right, exposure is everything.
Definitely. We can also... We'll have a link posted in our description as well. If you, where you can get an application to be an usher, we put that in there too.
I'll see what I can do about that.
That sounds good. Sounds fantastic. Well, Lady Maria, thank you so much for being here today with us, and we really appreciate the service, the work that you do for the community. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure, and thank you both for having me. I appreciate that so very much.
An honor, truly.
Well, and congratulations again, and it will also be a pleasure to work alongside you in a much larger capacity, so it's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
And if we happen to see you at Voice Island and you take a chunk out of Craig, we will not take it personally.
And
I
won't, at least. I won't.
I might cry behind the DJ booth a little bit, but I'll be okay.
Are you working at Voice Island as a DJ now, Craig? Wow, this is news to me.
They have DJs? Oh.
I was kind of shocked about that myself. I was like, that's a good idea, though.
Party at Voice Island.
I have a request. I want Rumble in the Jungle.
That sounds amazing.
I could fly at Truth and be like, well, I stand here a lot of the time anyway. Just to be social. How about I DJ for you?
We can be a model for some of the ladies' hair.
Oh, listen to you. Hey,
that's why I'm the hostess with the mostest,
I could do the long blonde Fabio style. I just cringe thinking about it.
No comment. Well, thank you again to you, Infernal Maria. We really appreciate you coming on this evening and speaking to us. And hopefully the community, if they have any questions or would like to apply, will reach out to you.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. And on the note of Lord Craig and the Fabio thing, I plead the...
And no comment from me either.
Come on, it would be like a Zeus sculpture. It would just have to be admired a little bit. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Well, it has been a blast with you all tonight. This is DJ Craigie, Infernal Ming Chao Clementine Wu, and our honored guest, Infernal Maria Dragon Laborski. Thank you all for being here tonight, and we will see you again very soon.
Good night, y'all.